Hi everyone and welcome to my second channel. What you're about to see is a clip from one of the videos that I have posted over on my main channel. But I've listened to your guys' feedback and I know that not all of you have time for the big several hour long deep dives, even though a lot of you love them as well. So I'm hoping by breaking down some of those big heavier videos into shorter, more digestible clips like this, more of you can enjoy them and get a little bit of, I don't know, education, fun, interesting passing time stuff out of the clips over on this main channel. And if you find something that catches your interest, there'll be plenty more clips for you to watch, or you can go over to my main channel and watch the video in full. Either way, I hope you enjoy and thank you for watching.
Honestly, sometimes I do get feminists on my videos commenting that, oh, feminism isn't anti-family, stop trying to make it out like it is. But it's like, do you listen to yourselves or your fellow feminists? Because it absolutely is anti-family.
Do you ever listen to feminists, Lauren? Do you? Because I really don't believe you do. I do not. Here are a few topics which I, as a feminist, have spoken about at length over the last year. Please tell me how they are in any way anti-family. 1. According to UNICEF child marriage database, every single year 12 million girls are married before the age of 18 around the world. More than 650 million women who are alive today were married off before they were 18, even though it wasn't their choice and they have suffered as a consequence of it. Us women want to put a stop to child marriage worldwide and protect children. How is that anti-family? 2. As I said earlier in this video, every year across the world, at least 3 million girls, usually between the ages of 4 and 16, have their genitals mutilated. There are currently estimated to be between 130 and 200 million women living with the consequences of this horrific procedure all around the world. Immediate effects of this can cause pain, bleeding, infection, and death. But long term, this can also result in severe pain when having sex, difficulty having sex, decreased sexual pleasure, infertility, major dangers during childbirth, including but not limited to needing a cesarean section, postpartum hemorrhage, episiotomy, extended maternal hospital stay, resuscitation of the infant, and inpatient perinatal death. We feminists would like an end put to this barbaric, we need an end put to this barbaric practice, so women are no longer only valued by their perceived purity level and can finally have a happy, healthy, sexually pleasurable marriage and relationship and can have kids if they want to without risking death or their babies' lives. Tell me how that is anti-family. 3. While things are improving on the whole, there is still a hell of a long way to go in regards to women being disproportionately affected by having children. Not only do they have to go through the act of giving birth, but when they do, there are still so many countries around the world that don't provide enough maternity leave or make childcare affordable enough for women to be able to go back to work. Single mothers in particular are negatively affected so badly. Us feminists absolutely want better support for parents, especially single mothers, so that in general mothers have more support, can afford to properly financially support their children, and can actually have the choice whether they want to work or have kids or both without being forced one way or another due to circumstances. We are trying to support mothers and parents and families. How is that anti-family? Number 4. We want women to have easily accessible, affordable, and reliable birth control and access to abortions when necessary, so that women and people with uteruses can choose exactly when, why, and if they want to have children. This is not saying we don't value people having children. We are just saying that we want people to have the choice. Unwanted pregnancies don't always, but can disproportionately lead to child abuse, neglect, children growing up in poverty, and so much more harm. For the happiest and healthiest children, people should be able to choose if, when, and why they bring them into the world. Every pregnancy should be wanted. Every pregnancy should be a joy. Every pregnancy should lead to a child living their best life. That is what we want. How is that anti-family? 5, and this is one that is very, very close to my heart. We want to help victims of domestic violence and intimate partners abuse to survive and thrive and heal. This is something that has affected me personally, and since last month I have been using some of my income from the Bethany Beal sex course video to donate to Refuge, a charity which helps women and children escaping from domestic violence. This is keeping families safe. How is that anti-family? My voice is going a bit now, I'm getting emotional. And 6. Last but not least, and this is absolutely not an exhaustive list, the stats I've quoted a million times in a million videos this year. According to Caroline Creator Perez's book Invisible Women, the US has the highest maternal mortality rate in the developed world, and this is even worse for African Americans. Caroline writes, African American women are 243% more likely than white women to die from pregnancy and childbirth related issues. You can find out more details about this in my video on Carissa Collins, and I think my most recent response to Classically Abby as well if you want more details. But by wanting better healthcare for women of colour in particular, and pregnant people in particular, we are literally wanting to keep people safe and keep families together so mothers don't die. How is that anti-family? Sure, we also believe that everyone should get a choice over what kind of relationship they want, if at all, and whether they have kids or not, but none of that is anti-family. To say it is just antagonistic nonsense for the sake of being a contrarian, pandering to misogynistic men.